Yes.
if they have stayed here for at least 180 days, they are required to secure a serial number,
Yes.
a PSN. We call it PSN.
So if you're a resident alien, it is mandated.
Even among Filipino citizens, every Filipino citizen will be assigned a PSN. But the ID itself is, we use the word preferably.
Okay. So the intention of this really is to give a number to every citizen.
That is correct, Mr. President.
Okay. More than the ID.
More than the ID.
Okay. So, and to capture your biometrics.
That is correct. That's the other component. That's the
Correct.
other aspect.
Correct. Okay. So more than an ID, it is really a number given to every citizen.
And remember, Mr. President, this is not only targeting government services.
Yes.
Even private transactions, when we deal with private entities,
Correct.
you will be properly identified through that PSN and the field ID.
That is correct. Yes, as I read the bill, that's what it's all about, Mr. President. Okay. Now, so we are mandating everyone to get a number.
A number, yes, Mr. President.
That means we're mandating everyone to register.
Yes, Mr. President.
Okay. Including newlyborns
At birth.
at birth, di ba? Okay. So, in effect, lahat nga. Okay? And how long will it take to be able to accomplish this, Mr. President?
Ang target natin dito is 5 years according to PSA.
So, within 5 years, we're saying 100% of Filipinos
Of
will
the
have a
present-
number.
Yeah, the present population. But of
Okay.
course, this will be a continuing exercise, Mr. President.
And within that 5-year transition period, wala kang number, wala kang ID. Pwede bang tumigil ang serbisyo ng gobyerno sa'yo?
No, not, hindi po titigil ang serbisyo ng gobyerno.
Okay, and that's why I asked those questions earlier. Halimbawa, what is the basic data that you need to register?
Well, of course, your name, date of birth, sex, and your address.
Yun yung
And
information.
optional yung mobile number and email
Correct.
address. Yeah.
No, but
And of
meaning
course,
to
the
say,
biometrics.
yung kailangan, yun yung demographics na kailangan. But you need a birth certificate, is that
Yeah,
correct?
birth certificate.
Okay. Would the PSA know how many Filipinos do not have a birth certificate?
Medyo marami-rami rin dahil ang population ng Pilipinas as of 2017, ito yung PSA records, 104,921,400. Yung birth registration, 97,576,902. So, yung walang birth certificate, mga 7 million.
7 million. Okay. So, mas mahihirapan mag-register yung walang birth certificate.
Tutulungan ng gobyerno yun, makakuha ng late registration.
Okay. At PSA din ang gagawa nun.
Ang nasa forefront talaga nito, yung OPR na tinatawag, Office of Primary Responsibility, is the PSA.
It's a PSA. Where does a person now get his birth certificate?
Sa census, di ba? Sa PSA.
PSA
Sa
din, di ba?
PSA din.
Okay. Okay. So, in effect, for those 7 million, they will have to get a birth certificate first and then register.
Yes, yes.
Diba? So, dalawa yun. Okay? May gastos ba para kumuha ng reference number?
Bibigyan ng number. Parang maximize lang. Okay, according to the PSA, maski walang birth certificate, they can already register.
To get
And
a
then
number.
itatag na lang ng PSA na walang birth certificate.
Walang birth certificate.
Yes, Mr. President.
Okay. Okay. May fees ba to to get?
Wala, libre po ito. Kaya nga merong appropriation sa GAA.
So yung registration, to get a number, walang fee.
Walang fee.
To get an ID card, walang fee.
Walang fee.
To
Pagka nag-renew, ang sisingilin natin dito yung mga resident aliens.
Yan lang. Okay.
Yes.
So, dalawang registration ba yan o isa lang? Number and ID.
Hindi, magkasabay na yun eh.
Magkasabay na yan.
Yes, Mr. President.
Pero if a citizen wants to get just a number at no ID, pwede rin.
Yes, Mr. President.
Pero
Basta,
hindi pwede the other way around.
hindi ka makakuha ng ID, kung
na
wala
walang
kang serial number.
di ba?
Yes.
Okay. Now, okay. So, What I just want to caution is that especially in the transition period, lalo na yung 7 million na walang birth certificate, which is the basic document needed, baka tumigil yung serbisyo ng gobyerno.
I
So we
don't think
probably
so,
could
Mr.
put-
President, because even if they don't have birth certificates, I'm sure they possess some identification cards, no, in their possession.
Yes,
Pwede silang walang birth certificate pero listed sila as a
Okay.
4P beneficiary.
Okay. So we're saying also pala that we're mandating everyone to get a number, not necessarily the ID card. Is that correct?
Second, Mr. President.
We are mandating everyone to get a number, not necessarily an ID card.
That is correct, Mr.
Okay?
President.
If you do not get a number, is there a penalty?
There's no penalty. There's
There's no
no walang penalty dyan, Mr.
Walang
President.
penalty.
This is service-oriented.
Yes. No, I agree with you. I agree. Now, if a citizen does not want to get a number, what happens?
Second, Mr. President.
If a citizen, a Filipino, does not want to register and get a number or an ID, titigil ba yung serbisyo ng gobyerno sa kanya?
Yeah, if he refuses to get or to register,
Yes.
then there's
Because I
no
can imagine why a few will not
there's
want
no
that.
legal proof. Yeah, I understand what you're
Yes,
trying
yeah.
to drive at.
Yes.
Kung member ako ng terrorist group, hindi talaga ako magre-register. But he will have no proof of identity. Yun ang downside.
But what
So
if he has...
you don't exist, Mr.
Yeah.
President.
No, but what if he has a COMELEC ID or a driver's license? Pero ayaw lang niya talaga ng...
Eventually, mawawala na yon kasi kakainin na ng Philippine Identification System.
Yung COMELEC.
COMELEC.
Correct.
Yes.
Kasi alam mo na kaagad, 18 and above, you're entitled to vote. I was gonna get to that later on. Wala na yung COMELEC ID, bawas ng ID na yan. Pero hindi pa rin mawawala yung driver's license.
Hindi.
Kasi that
May
is-
driver's license pa rin.
Oo. Meron pa rin driver's
But
license.
eventually, pag nawala na rin yung, naging requirement na rin yung ibang mga requirements to get a driver's license, baka mahirapan na rin siya kumuha ng driver's license.
Okay. So that will be part of the transition period. Because I will cite later on in what instances a citizen may not want to get a number or an ID.
Well, if he
mean,
wants to make his life miserable forever, Mr. President,
Yeah.
then,
No, I understand. Yes,
he
yes,
may
I
not
understand.
register.
Yes. Ang akin lang dito is...
without government,
Correct,
making
correct.
his life miserable,
Correct.
he
No,
has
I'm with you,
imposed it
pero
upon
may ganyan
himself.
May ganyan, not necessarily terrorists, but may ganyan tao.
Oh, you medyo
That's what I'm
kay si
saying.
Raulo, Mr. President.
Posible. I don't know kung pwede kong tawagin si Raulo, but nevertheless, there would be certain people who do not want too much Big Brother also watching over them.
But mahirapan ka makipag-transact ng business kasi hahanapan ka ng maraming ID.
But that's his lookout, naintindihan ko yun eh. I'm just interested in the government services. Na dapat siguro walang discrimination as far as that
Well,
is concerned.
somehow, there will be inconvenience even in the availment of government services, Mr.
Yes,
President.
but I understand where the gentleman is coming from. Okay, now, we are also mandating the
And by
private
the way, Mr.
sector.
President,
Yes.
eventually, LTO will require the presentation of a field ID to issue a driver's license. Eventually, Mr. President.
Yes, but how long will that take? If your driver's license is valid pa, siguro sa renewal na.
Sa renewal, baka mahirapan na,
Diba?
Mr. President.
Okay, sige. Okay, now, is government prepared to implement this?
Yes, the government is
Okay.
prepared.
Now, if 5 million yan, we think the transition will be 5 years?
No. In 5 years, yes.
In
Yung
5 years.
registration will
Okay. So
take
that's
place.
roughly 25 million a year ang magre-register on the average.
Yeah, around 20, Mr. President.
Diba? 20 million.
Yeah.
Okay. So daily, mga 60,000 a day. Ilan? Yeah, 57,000 a day, 60,000 a day. We expect will register. course, in this bill, there's no appropriation. But generally, so that we can expect for 2019 budget to implement this, and remember, I'm in favor of this, huh? Okay? How much will be needed?
Sa 2019, 5.5,
Billion.
6.5 million.
Billion. For all these agencies enumerated here? Or
Yes.
PSA lang yan?
No, PSA, but PSA is also utilizing the services of other agencies.
Yes.
Like the GSIS.
Yes.
But PSA is organized down to municipal level, provincial level.
Yes. No, identified kasi dito, saan pupunta yung tao to register, tama? Halimbawa, civil registry, sa provincial office ng PSA o regional office, GSIS, SSS, so on and
Yeah.
so forth, tama?
May mga registration centers, Mr.
Correct,
President.
correct. And you can expect something like 60,000 or 100,000 a day. Okay? And you will provide that equipment necessary. Right? And if we're saying that the cost is only 6.5, I think it'll be much, much more.
Well, that's just an estimate, Mr.
Yes.
President. And
Yes.
for purposes of appropriations,
Correct.
they will request for 2019 6.5 billion
Yeah.
pesos.
Only for the PSA.
Only for the PSA.
What about those other government agencies sa registration?
They
What
have
is the
their
total
own-
cost sa tingin nila?
So 6.5 is enough. According to PSA, 6.5 billion is enough for the second year, for 2019.
For all the registration centers.
That is correct, because the budget will be large with
Okay.
the PSA. They will provide the equipment, they will provide the capacity building,
To all registration
Yes.
centers, to all these government
registration
agencies.
centers. Yes, Mr.
1,500 municipalities.
That is correct. 1,490. 1,489 kasi nag-city na yung General Trias.
Plus 150 cities.
Uh,
Plus 85 provinces.
81 provinces.
Yeah,
Mr.
81
President.
provinces. Di ba? Kakasya yung 6.5. Palagay ko, mahigit, ha? What about personnel? Kukulangin
Well,
ng existing personnel dyan.
They will ask you to amend the 2019 GAA, Mr. President.
2019. Yeah. The idea is to prepare for this. And remember, the reason why I'm putting this on the record is we're also counting all these mandated costs that we're doing in all the laws that we're passing. Such as next week, we will discuss also the BBL. Magkano rin yun? And then later on, federalism. Magkano din yan? Baka mamaya, ubos na yung bill.
Multi-year obligation to, Mr. President.
Yes, I
Ang total amount is 25 billion.
Yes.
Kaya lang, bibiglayin natin sa 2019
Yes.
kasi dito sila bubuhos. So
Yes, I
6.5.
understand. Yeah. Which is the correct approach, Mr. President. Yeah. And we're also mandating here the private sector.
No, not really. We're not mandating them.
Oh,
But there are regulatory bodies.
correct.
BSP, for example, they
To open a
can
bank account.
issue circulars to all the
Yes.
banks.
Yes. So in effect, we're telling the private sector, gamitin ninyo itong national ID in authenticating that person. Di ba?
Yes, that is good. They will have to register for authentication.
Correct. Okay. And then, will there be a cost to them as well?
To the private sector?
Yes.
Yes, if they set up their own system, then it entails some expenses.
Some
Mr. President.
expenses, huh? Okay. And then, we want to capture the biometric information of the individual,
Yes, that is
which
correct.
is the
Mr. President.
thumbprint, or fingerprints,
Yes.
iris, facial recognition, so on and so
Yes,
forth,
that
right?
is correct,
Okay,
Mr.
now,
President.
tanong, when you get a passport, kumukuha ka ng biometric. Pag nag-driver's license ka, may biometric. Eto ba pwede natin sabihin, pag kumuha ka ng PhilID, may biometric? Pag kumuha ka ng iba, hindi mo na kailangan mag-biometric, mag-sharing of the information na lang.
Mag-i-interface eh. Initially,
Para mabawasan yung hassle
yes,
naman.
yes. Kasi eventually, makakapture nila rin yung biometrics ng individual to interface with their own system.
No, the point I'm driving at is, in other countries who have a national ID, isang beses lang kinukuha yung biometric.
Yes.
And then if you
can say
get
that.
now a passport, you get now, i-share na lang ng PSA that data for your passport, for your ID, that biometric. I mean, napag-isipan na ba nila na ganun dapat yung sistema? That's the point.
Eventually, magsisynchronize lahat yan, Mr. President.
So isang beses lang, di ba?
Yes.
Hindi yung paulit-ulit na mahaba.
Can I interject
Yes.
something? I just
Yes.
came from the DFA to renew my passport. So they took my picture, they took a scan of my right thumb
Yes.
and right
Index.
index finger, and then same with the left. So these are all the so-called biometrics collected by the DFA. So
Yes.
if I were to register now and ask for a field ID, do you think in the future, do you think I will need to go through the same,
For now, Mr.
or some
President.
other biometric measurement will be taken?
For now, Mr. President, DFA or to acquire a passport, they have their own
What will
system.
happen to the database, sir? That's a huge database.
It is
Millions.
their own database, Mr. President.
So we will repeat
Yes.
with DPSA.
For now, Mr.
For
President.
now, yeah. Yeah, that's the point, Mr. President. What I'm saying is that okay lang sa akin yung PSA, gawin natin lahat. Kasi sa kanila, both hands eh.
Tsaka, all fingers eh.
All fingers. Okay, so...
It will be PSA which will be sharing with the other
That's what I'm
agencies.
saying, that
The other way
eventually
around.
later on, PSA should be thinking of sharing that biometric to the other agent para hindi na paulit-ulit. Okay? So in effect, in the next 5 years, we expect all citizens to troop to a registration center, including newly born.
Including
Including the newly born.
newly born.
Oo, di ba? Kukuha ng... Bibigyan ng number yun eh.
Yes. You'll be assigned a number.
Okay, so all citizens, right?
Yes,
Okay.
Mr. President.
And resident aliens.
By the way, I just got information from PSA that they don't want to share. Dahil doon sa data. No sharing of the data.
Okay, so if
But
you're
they
gonna
will, during authentication, they will validate.
Yeah, I'll get to that later on. So when I go to the passport and get a passport, uulitin ko na naman lahat yon. Yung
No.
biometrics.
Ulitin yung biometrics sa pagkuha ng
Pagkuha ng
passport.
passport.
But kung na-capture na ng DFA yung biometrics niya, bakit ulitin yung...
Eh ngayon, inulit ko ulit. Kumuha lang ako ng passport ulit. Inulit
Ulit
ulit
din, sir.
lang.
They have their own system. Mr.
Iulit din,
President.
sir.
Every time you renew,
Yes,
you're
sir.
required to...
Yeah. Driver's license. Let's say SSS, GSIS, Pag-ibig. Baka mamaya all these government agencies will want these biometrics. Why can't it's one national database, and that's the purpose of a national ID. And from what I know in other countries, once that's captured, yung number mo, yung biometrics na, is shared, not the information, to these government agencies when you renew, when you apply, para isahan na. That's the point I'm just trying to drive at, to make it easier
During
for
the transition, and this is 5 years,
Yeah.
hindi pa kikialaman ng PSA yung sistema ng mga iba't ibang agencies. But
Yeah.
after the 5-year period, yan na.
Yeah. And the reason why I'm saying that but one single database, because if you have all these biometrics, let's say in COMELEC, on PSA, in DFA, there are too many responsible people with my data. Yung COMELEC, wasn't the COMELEC hacked a few years ago? At nakuha lahat ng data doon, pati yung biometrics ng mga registered voters. Why? They were not prepared to do the privacy issues on all this database. And that's why I think we chose the PSA, because they are more responsible. That's my understanding. Tama naman na PSA ang repository lahat nito. But the idea is not to have that information in different government agencies. One in DFA, one in COMELEC, one in LTO, one in NBI, or so on and so forth. The idea is one database. Isn't that how it's done in other jurisdictions?
according to them, they have already captured 160 million na mga data, civil sa civil registry, Mr. President.
I'm sorry?
160 million na na-capture nila sa PSA. Kaya napili yung PSA.
Yeah, correct. And I'm one with that, with the decision. All I'm just saying is that, hindi ba't the reason you have one database for everyone, and that should be PSA, para isa lang ang binabantayan natin.
Yes, that is correct also, Mr. President.
So, wag na natin gawin sa DFA yan, sa GSIS, sa SSS, na separate lahat yung database nila. That's the idea, di ba? Supposed to be. And that's why I'm mentioning it, just to enrich the record, and since the PSA is here, they're the implementers of this, they should be thinking about these issues already moving forward.
And they're more than ready, Mr. President.
Yes, I know that they're more than ready, but to coordinate nga with the different government agencies, para hindi pa ulit-ulit. That's just the point that I'm trying to drive at. Yes. Moving forward, in Section 4, Scope and Application, it says here, or biometric information required, presented or used whether legally or illegally, within or outside the Republic of the... What does this mean? Whether legally or illegally?
Section
4, line 17, scope and application. This act shall apply to all persons or entities, natural or juridical.
Section 4 tong
Juridical, so corporations, in all transactions where the PhilSys number, Philippine ID, or biometric is required, presented, or used, whether legally or illegally. Diba?
The law applies whether gagamitin mo sa legally yung ID mo or ginamit mo siya illegally for false yung fraudulent yung ID.
1 minute suspension, Mr. President.
Session suspended.
So, ibig sabihin, yung card mo siya, kung legal mo paggamit mo, okay. Pero kung illegal mo siya ginamit, let's say fraudulent yung card mo, tapos ang ginamit mo, false identity. So, applicable sa yung word.
Anong nga ba yung hindi ko makuha? Yung sa ano? The outside outline.
Kahit whether from legal
Basta
income or illegal
basta
income.
nag-commit ka ng fraud.
Whether you committed in foreign.
Ready to resume, Mr. President.
Session is resumed.
It only means, Mr. President, that whether you use your identification legally or illegally, the act or this law shall apply. If you use this in the commission of a crime, kahit legal pa yung paggagamit mo, if you commit a crime, then you'll be answerable, criminally liable.
But the title of the section is Scope and Application.
Yes, scope and application. This act shall apply to all persons or entities,
Juridical.
natural or juridical, in all transactions where the PhilSys number, Philippine ID, or biometric information is required, presented, or used, whether legally or illegally within or outside the Republic of the Philippines. So that's it,
Okay.
this scope and application.
Okay, thank you for that, Mr. President. And when we talk about authentication, what does this mean?
Well, authentication simply refers to the process of verifying whether online or offline. That's why we need the biometrics. No?
Okay. So how will that work? For example lang, okay. Let's say I go to a bank.
Okay.
I open an account. I present my number or my ID card as proof na ako yung taong ito.
Yes.
Know your client or whatever. And what will the bank do with that ID or number? What
Well,
will
They will have to authenticate.
so how do they authenticate that?
Yeah, they have a sa bangko. And then how do they Okay. So the authentication will take place, say, nag-open kayo ng bank account, ano? And then
I
you
presented
present
my
your
ID.
ID. So may biometric. Kung offline, they can authenticate with the PSA. No? May interface, di ba? Yeah, through the ID. Through the, kasi may barcode naman.
So in effect, every transaction I make with any government agency or in the private sector, in this case, it's a bank, so private to,
Yes.
okay? The bank immediately will now authenticate digitally, electronically,
With the PSA.
with the PSA. Magkaka-record sa PSA ngayon, yung tao ito nandito sa opisina ko ganitong oras.
Yes, Mr. President.
Tama
Kung
ba yun?
online.
Online.
Yes.
That will be registered in the PSA.
Yes, Mr. President.
Whenever I use this card, that will be registered in the PSA.
Yes, Mr. President.
It will be form part of a history.
Yes, Mr. President.
Okay? So for example, I go...
Nasa record na yun, captured na ng PSA.
Oh, kasi magkakahit eh, di ba? Okay. Let's say for example, I went to a Globe or Smart to get a phone, to get a SIM card, and get a phone number or whatever. I apply.
You
I will
present
have to
your-
present my card.
Yes.
Okay?
Or number.
Or number. Or kung bumili ako ng prepaid card sa sari-sari store, I have to present the card.
If so required.
Okay?
Right now, you can just
Yeah, today
buy over
wala
the
eh.
counter.
Pero under the law, kailangan.
Yes.
All juridical entities, all
Yes,
private sector,
Mr.
tama?
President.
And then they authenticate that with the PSA also.
That is correct. Same
Magkakahit
procedure.
kayo yan. Itong taong ito nandito.
Yes, Mr. President.
At this time, this date. Okay?
And they will validate that such person really exists.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay? So government will capture that data. I went to the bank. When I withdraw money,
Yes,
yes,
Mr.
I
President.
still have to present my card.
Well, the bank will require you to present your card.
Anything I do. In effect. Ha? Palagay ko baka mali naman ang PSA dyan sa interpretation yan, ha? Oo. Palagay ko pagdating to mali na yun, ha?
No, pero PSA, is mandated not to share the
No, I
data.
understand. I'll get to that.
May violation na yun.
Okay, I'll get to that. Okay. Authentication pa lang to. So every transaction I make, if I go to a restaurant,
You use your card.
I'm mandated to use my card?
Credit card? No. If you use your credit card,
No, yung ID muna, yung fill ID.
no, hindi na
kailangan
kailangan.
yun
Kakain ka
doon.
lang, Mr. President.
Okay. When I go to the bank, kailangan, that's my point eh. Okay? Well, let's go back muna to the Smart and Globe. Okay, so may hit sa PSA, tama?
Yes.
Okay. They issue me now a cell phone
Mr.
number.
President, let's
In the
avoid
records
using
of...
the word hit kasi pangit pakinggan yung may hit eh.
Oh, so what do we call it? In the PSA, may record, may
For
record.
purposes of authenticating
There's a record.
and validating,
Yes, there's a
yung
record.
bangko na yung, o kaya yung Globe or Smart na yung mag-check with the PSA.
Correct. And the PCA now, in their system, may record.
Online na yan.
Oh, online nga.
Yeah.
May record sila.
Yes.
Okay? Na this person went to the bank and that's why the bank asked the
Ganito ang
PSA.
gamit, Mr. President. You will apply for a mobile SIM card. Okay. And then you present yourself as Franklin Drilon.
Okay.
And you give your serial number, or the field ID.
Yes.
Eh, lumabas doon si Ralph Recto.
I'm
Eh, hindi
sorry?
ka tatanggapin ng Smart saka Globe. Hindi ka naman si Franklin Drilon.
Na-verify nga sa
Na-verify
PSA,
na,
tama?
yes.
Okay, so may record sila.
Yes.
Okay, now,
Meron po.
when Globe or Smart gives me that SIM number, SIM card,
Yes.
may record sila, this ID number is with this SIM.
Sa Globe or
Sa
Smart.
Globe or Smart, tama?
Pero hindi naman kailangan i-online pa yun sa PSA. Hindi na kailangan.
Hindi na. But
Na-check
in
yan.
their records,
Authenticated na ikaw
Correct.
mismo yung
Correct.
nag-apply eh.
and they're not required naman to say, this is my cell phone number.
No.
Right? Okay. Okay. If I get a credit card from a bank,
Ganon din po.
ganun din. Okay? I use that credit card. Whenever I move around and I use something that has been associated with my number, there is data captured. Is that correct?
Yes, but for purposes of validation, authentication and
Correct.
validation, pero hindi naman malalaman na ng PSA kung magkano yung winidraw mo, hindi na malaman kung ano yung binili mo.
Pero eventually, pwede mangyari.
No, not really.
I think pwede.
Yung
Okay. Anyway.
information will
Yeah.
be limited to the bank.
Okay. And then, okay, one more question on this issue lang. When the private institution verifies with the PSA to authenticate that this person is there a fee?
Fee? No, there's no fee.
I think under the bill, they can impose a fee.
Yeah, they will have to determine that pagka siguro sa IRR na.
Okay.
Mr.
Yeah,
President.
my problem with that is if there are all these fees, eventually, those private institutions will charge us, the consumer. So baka naman pwede ilagay na natin dito, when they verify, wala nang fee. Babalik din sa atin yun eh. Every transaction magkakahit na maybe we can spell it out.
Sa bill, Mr. President, nilagay lang natin na discretion na ng PSA.
Correct.
Pero I don't see any reason why PSA should charge the private entity.
Would the gentleman at the appropriate time, kahit sa BICAM na, tanggalin na lang natin yung fee.
Yes,
It's a
Mr.
charge
President.
this sa atin naman yun
amenable.
eh. I'm willing to
In
pass
fact-
this today eh.
In
Okay
fact,
naman
it
tayo.
doesn't make sense na bakit mag-charge yung PSA.
Oo. Okay, so I'm with you on that. Okay tayo dyan. Ha?
Yes, Mr.
And then at the BICAM, bahala ka na. Tanggalin mo na lang. Okay? Now, this is my concern. Why there would be a few Filipinos who may not want to get this number and
Why,
ID.
Mr. President? May I ask the...
Yeah, okay. Number one, security. We know that every computer can be hacked.
We know that, Mr.
Yeah.
President. That's an accepted fact.
Okay? And that's why I'm saying dapat one database lang para yung cybersecurity natin, yung firewalls natin, nakatutok sa kanila lang. PSA. Hindi many government agencies, DFA, LTO, whatever, the NBI. Kung hindi, masyado maraming binabandayan. So kung PSA, PSA na lahat. Okay? And then there must be accountability. If that system is hacked under PSA, who should be accountable? Because can you imagine if all my biometrics, my personal data, this could be traded in the internet, all this information, yun ang delikado lang dyan. And then they will know exactly where and when I went to a place because there's a verification, authentication process. And if you tie it up together, kasama na yung bank account ko dyan, kasama na yung mobile usage ko sa internet, so on and so forth.
It's all in the, spelled out in the penal provision, Mr. President.
Yes, okay. But that's the idea. That's the idea. One responsible. And then, second, isn't it that the computer system, the database, the interface, ang lahat gagawa niyan, DICT.
DICT.
Diba?
Yes, Mr. President.
Okay? So yung hardware nito is actually DICT. PSA and DICT.
The hardware is with the PSA kasi yung budget nasa PSA.
Oo. Pero DICT ang magsasabi kung ano yung equipment.
Ang DICT will provide technical assistance.
Technical assistance.
Pero
diba?
lahat ng hardware nasa PSA.
Manpower, PSA,
Yes.
hardware. So sila ang fully responsible.
Sila ang full responsible.
Ano yung papel ng DICT?
Technical assistance, yung
Technical assistance lang.
technical assistance, saka approval ng mga ISSP.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's a council created
No,
under
I saw the council. For all these government agents, kailangan mag-usap-usap ko eh. Naiintindihan
Yes.
ko yan eh.
Yes, Mr. President.
Okay, so the one responsible will really be for the database and all of this na hindi ma-hack will be the PSA. And then there is a re-registration. Is that correct? May re-registration din to eh, di ba? Every 10 years.
Re-registration every 10 years, Mr.
Okay.
President.
Free of charge naman.
Yes, free of charge. Free of charge.
Okay. And then, but you could re-register kung may nagbago yung demographic, nagbago yung address ko,
Nagbago address, you will have to re-register.
re-register. What if I did not re-register, nagbago yung address ko, o biglang kinasal ako, hindi ako naka-register?
But the other basic information are still with the PSA, Mr. President.
So, Kung hindi valid yung information, will that affect me now?
Kung hindi,
Let's say, it's an old ID card. Bagong kasal na ako, lumipat na ako ng address. Let's begin with, lumipat ako ng address. Okay? My ID says, ito yung address ko. Pero hindi na yun ang address ko. Is there any downside to that?
yung address, Mr. President, is hindi masyado importante. Ang talaga doon, yung importante, yung
Name, age.
or date of birth.
So the address can be optional.
Yes, that's optional, Mr.
Because
President.
right now it is not.
Kung ayaw mong ipaalam yung bago mong address, then you will not be forced. But there'll be some
But in the
inconveniences
in the
also.
bill, it is mandated. It's not optional, di ba?
Yeah, the address is still required. It is the email address and the mobile number.
It's not
That
required.
are optional.
Yes. Pero like I said, yung address kasi, people move from town to town, city to city, province to province.
Yes, change
So pag
residences.
nag-change address ka, let's say for example, bagong city ako, bagong barangay,
He doesn't want to update.
kinuha yung ID ko ni Kapitan, iba yung address ko doon. Or let's say for COMELEC voting purposes, I change address.
Mr. President, yung mga concerns na maganda yon, ano? Dahil
Just to enrich the...
mapa-fine-tune nila lahat ito,
Correct.
marerefine nila ito as they go on.
Correct.
As of now, they cannot yet give a definite answer.
Correct.
But ang masasabi ko lang, kung ayaw mong magbigay ng bago mong address, ikaw rin naman ang may inconvenience eh.
Yeah, but that's my point, Mr. President. Yeah, it's not a matter na kung ayaw ko, nakaligtaan. Bagong kasal ako, I'm looking for a job, o nagpalit kami ng address.
Well,
Hindi ko pa
eventually,
nagagawa.
you will realize na kailangan mo pala magre-register o
Yeah, but
mag-register bago
but
address.
in the meantime, there could be a problem. Halimbawa, si Kapitan, tinuntahan ako. O hindi ka naman dito, o election period. Ito na yung ID for the election, which is correct. Kasi 18 and above naman eh. Pero iba yung address mo dyan eh. So, let's say COMELEC voting now. Every time I issue that, may authentication ba yan? Hindi naman siguro.
Hindi. May sarili rin yung
PSA.
COMELEC kasi.
Diba?
Kasi covered sila ng election law. Yung,
Yeah. No, but eventually kasi, you could use this card eh. So, these are some of the issues lang that I wanted to address. For the
let's
PSA to
simplify-
think about.
Let's simplify the role of PSA, Mr. President. It's just for purposes of identity and then validation, authentication. They are not authorized to share data with anyone because they will be violating some
Privacy laws.
privacy
Yes.
laws.
Okay, since we're talking about privacy laws, there is a provision here, if I'm not mistaken, yung with consent. Anong section ba yun?
Sa sharing ng data yon.
Okay. Can you show me the, yung sa consent?
Ito to.
What is
Section
meant by
17.
that? Why is that important in this bill?
Ito, I'll read for the record, Mr.
Yes,
President. Section 17, protection against unlawful disclosure of information/records.
Yeah, correct. Okay.
No person may disclose, collect, record, convey, disseminate, publish, or use any information of registered persons with the PLCs, give access thereto, or give copies thereof to third parties or entities, including law enforcement agencies, national security agencies, or units of the armed forces of the Philippines, except on the following circumstances. Letter A, pag pumayag yung registered person, binigay yung kanyang consent, specific to the purpose prior to the processing.
What does that mean? Specific to the purpose prior to processing?
Well, kung ano yung purpose ng pag-process o pag-share ng information, limited lang doon. Naka-specify yung purpose.
Could you explain to me a situation?
Well, halimbawang sa NBI clearance. Specific purpose. Okay, halimbawa, mag-apply ka ng passport. No?
Okay.
And kailangan i-disclose yung some information. And nagbigay ng consent yung tao. Kailangan doon lang sa purpose na intended purpose sa pag-apply ng passport. Pag lumabas doon, that's a violation.
Okay. So what consent could be given when you apply for a passport?
Well, it should be a written consent, Mr. President.
No, ibig ko sabihin, what will DFA ask me for consent to share this information?
DFA asking for consent?
Oh, for passport.
PSA or DFA?
DFA. Passport.
Ang DFA may sarili silang system, Mr. President. Hindi naman panghihimasukan ng PSA yun eh.
No, because you mentioned when you get a passport eh.
Just an example, Mr. President.
Oh,
Not necessarily
no,
getting a passport.
Let's say a specific example na my consent will be asked to share my information. What specific situation could it be?
Okay. Later on, let's go back to the passport application. Ano? Later on, probably, sasabihin niya sa DFA, okay, ito yung date of birth ko, ito yung birth certificate ko, pinapayagan ko kayo na i-verify niyo sa PSA. For that intended purpose, for passport application. Later on, not now, because sa ngayon, hindi pa nila pinanghihimasukan yung system ng DFA.
Okay. Okay. What I'm trying to drive at here, Mr. President, there could be a situation, let's say a private entity.
Yes, Mr.
Okay, I apply for a cell phone. Okay, so on and so forth, no? I suppose there must be safeguards here in the bill na yung consent, hindi pwede yung default.
Yes, I understand what you're trying to...
Okay? You have to tick a box. I have to agree that I'm providing consent. Hindi yung default position na when I apply for something, suddenly it tells me, I will not give you a SIM card if you're not willing that I use your information. Parang ganun.
Well,
Hindi pwedeng
Mr.
default
President,
position.
kindly provide the language so we can input
Okay,
all
we
the
can
safeguards
improve
that
all
you...
of this later on na lang.
Yes.
Kahit sa BICAM na, di ba? Okay.
Sabay kam na lang para maipasa na natin ito.
Matapos na natin, yeah. I do not intend to prolong the proceedings, but I can see why and how some of this could be abused. And that's my concern. And to ensure that the public, the citizen, who may not want to register is adequately protected also. I would assume 99% or 95% will register. Pero yung remaining who pays regularly his
I guess
taxes,
the 1% who don't want to
or whatever it is.
register.
Because of, like I said, there will be so much information with government. Everything I do, there will be a hit one way with PSA. And there could be unscrupulous people in government who can use that data against me. Yeah, marami tayong napapanood ng mga pelikula din eh.
Ang National Privacy Commission, Mr. President, is part of the council.
I know,
So
I know.
lagi nakabantayan dyan.
And I'm familiar with the National Privacy Commission. I know they're doing their work
Yes,
very well. Yeah. And they're part of the council. But like I said, this has never been done in the Philippines yet. And I'm sure that some of these...
Unfortunately, we don't have any national...
And some of these that we're discussing right now, probably the PSA is the first time they're hearing about some of these issues.
Not really raw, not really.
Not really. But maybe because they're in government and they're not concerned like we are as far as yung big brother mentality na I have all your records and I could use this against you.
According to PSA, they've been in discussion with a technical working group, ano?
Yeah.
With the different agencies,
Yeah,
BSP, NEDA,
Yeah.
DOF,
Yeah.
Mag-mention ka na ng agency, kasama nila sa technical working group, and they've been discussing
Yes,
this
I
for
understand.
months.
I understand, and I'm sure that they're very knowledgeable. But they don't have the perspective like we do, and that's why we're senators.
Yes. Pag Batanggenyo, laging street smart eh.
Okay, so I have no further questions. I have many questions, Mr. President, but I do not wish to prolong the proceedings. I'll just work with the
Bicam.
proponent of the measure, and I support the measure. Doesn't mean I have to be a member of the BICAM. I'll just pass my concerns to the sponsor for them to be able to work this out in the BICAM.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Mr.
President.
President.
And,
Thank you.
You know, I'm extra careful that this one bill that is not mangled after you.
Mangled in a good way, ah. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you.
Senator Gatchalian wishes to be recognized.
Senator Gatchalian is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr.
From one author to another author, from one sponsor to another sponsor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just in line with the questioning earlier of Senator Ralph, I know that every 5 years we have a census. Is that correct, Mr. President?
That is correct, Mr. President.
And in that census, we collect an extensive amount of information, including demography, including the size of family, income, employment. Is that correct, Mr.
That is
President?
correct, Mr. President.
And Mr. President, they also collect information as to whether the family is an informal settler or they own a house.
Housing characteristics.
Housing characteristics, Mr. President. Mr. President, I just want to make a particular example, and this is in line actually with Senator Ralph's question earlier. Assuming HUDSI would want to come out with a housing program targeting informal settlers all over the country. And because of that census, PSA will now exactly know who are the informal settlers all over the country. Is that correct, Mr. President?
That is correct. Field ID.
But technologically, Mr. President, can that be
They
merged?
can match. They can do some matching, Mr. President.
No,
But for another purpose, not for the purpose that this act is intended, Mr. President.
So, Mr. President, for example, HUDSI to know exactly who are the informal settlers of our country, they have to undergo their own census.
They will register according to PSA. HUDSI can register, but they cannot do a census.
HUDSI can register with PSA.
No, HUDSI. Ang HUDSI, magagawa na lang ng sarili nila kung saan magre-register yung mga informal settlers.
Yes, but Mr. President, I understand that PSA already has the list of names of the informal settlers because they conduct it every 5 years. So if HUDSI will do their own registry again, isn't that redundant, Mr. President?
But Mr. President, PSA will not share this information because that's against the law.
Yes, Mr. President.
Whatever they gather, lalo na these are personal information, they are prohibited from divulging this information.
Yes, Mr. President, I understand in the PSA Charter in Section 2060, confidentiality of information, Mr. President. I think their PSA is bound by that, Mr.
Yes,
President.
yung ginagawa lang ng PSA sa census para makita na yung population count at saka yung demography.
Yes, Mr. President. Mr. President, my point of the matter is in some of our discussions with the SWD, with HUDSI, they would want to do targeted programs already. Meaning, alam na ho nila kung sino-sino po yung, for example, walang bahay, at pwede silang gumawa ng programa at ibigay na nila, for example lang po, bibigay nila doon, gawa sila ng programa na libreng pabahay. And it's a proactive approach giving the names of, giving houses to those names who are not, who are considered informal settlers.
They only
Mr.
deal with
President.
aggregates, Mr. President. They don't go into specifics. So, puro count yung ginagawa nila. Demography and yung count ng population. Doon lang.
But,
Yun lang,
but I think there is a, for example po, pag nagsisensus, Juan de la Cruz, and then there's,
yes.
for example, informal settler, no? Wala
But
sa bahay.
they keep it in the records, but they are not allowed to share this this information.
Yes, Mr. President, that's actually my point, because right now I understand that the different agencies conduct their own surveys / census, such as the NHTS, the National Housing Targeting System, wherein ang DSWD po ang lumabas para kunin pa yung pangalan, where in fact those names are already included in the database of PSA. What I'm thinking, Mr. President, and thinking forward, since we have now the PhilID, that PhilID, when they go to the, for example, a constituent, pag pumunta ho sila sa Pag-ibig, that ID will now have information there, whether this person is an informal settler or not, linked to that,
It is
linked to
not
that
there.
census.
That's functional ID already. What we're trying to achieve here is foundational. Only the basic information, as I mentioned earlier, name, date of birth, sex, but not other information na related do sa kung informal settler ba siya o hindi.
I'm thinking ahead lang, Mr. President, that it will probably save the government a lot of money, because right now different government agencies conduct their own surveys to get information. Well, in fact, PSA already have, or if PSA has that information already. And it will go ahead one step, because they will now have the capability to issue IDs. No? So different government agencies can have very targeted programs, including the names, including the income class.
No names. Sabi ko nga kanina, aggregates lang. Count lang yung kanila, Mr. President. Wala silang, ito bang si Sherwin Gatchalian, informal settler, wala silang ganong information, Mr. President.
But they can link it through the census. Because andun na ho, Mr. President, in census eh.
They don't, it's not in their mandate, Mr. President.
But I'm just, again, no, Mr. President, I'm thinking just moving forward, no, because the Department of Finance has been quite open about using targeted programs. But I'm thinking with this bill, we can save the government a lot of money, because instead of each government agency will have their own survey, baka merong paraan na gamitin po itong census plus Philippine ID system to come up with targeted programs. Only for government, no? Only for government, Mr. President.
Then, ang bill na ito is to serve the purpose of putting up a Philippine identification system.
So, Mr.
No
President,
other data should be included or considered.
so, Mr. President, what is the, if ever
Medyo lalayo na po tayo pag sinama pa natin yung other data, then we will complicate the system, Mr. President.
Mr. President, what is the best, moving forward, what is the best mode to link those two, no, so that government will have a targeted database? Do we need a new law to do that? Do we need to amend the PSA charter to do that, Mr. President? I think there's wisdom in the sense that we will be saving a lot of money, no, in doing individual surveys. Or
Well, maybe in the
individual
future, let it evolve, Mr. President, and let them fine-tune or refine the system later on. But I think it is premature at this point in time to discuss this matter, because we're only dealing here with putting up a Philippine identification system, assigning a PSN or Philippine serial number to each and every Filipino citizen and even resident aliens. Let's simplify the discussion, Mr. President.
I understand, Mr. President. And just to put an issue and a suggestion on this topic, Mr. President, maybe not on this bill, no, because I understand that We want to keep it as simple as possible for now. But moving forward, Mr. President, I really think that since PSA already has the census, and PSA will now issue the ID, and government will need targeted database to come up with targeted programs, I think all the ingredients are there already. It's just a matter of
The
coming
problem
up with
there,
a law or coming up with a mechanism to put this together, Mr. President.
the problem there, Mr. President, is if we make it too restrictive, yung universal coverage hindi natin ma-achieve eh. Kaya nga ginagawa nating mas simple para ma-capture natin as many citizens as possible.
I understand, Mr. President.
If we share data
Yeah.
from census, the citizens might not anymore respond to us.
Well, ito yung take ng PSA, no? Yung census na ginagawa nila is based on trust, no? Doon sa kanilang mga respondents. And magkaroon lang ng suspicion that they're sharing data, the trust will disappear.
I understand, Mr. President. And again, no, it's just a thought on the table, and I think in the future we can either come up with a new bill or amend the charter. But what I'm driving at, Mr. President, is I think we can have a more effective targeted program if we can do information sharing in the future, Mr. President.
I agree, Mr.
Just
President.
a suggestion, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
If the sponsor doesn't mind, a few questions from the chair.
Definitely, Mr. President.
We're establishing a new system here, and the word you used to describe it is foundational. Can you tell us more what that means contrasted to the other term? What's the other term?
Functional, Mr.
Functional,
President.
yes, sir.
Pagka foundational, Mr. President, it is created for general public administration and identification. Ito yung for the purpose of establishing the legal identity of the person. Pag functional, ito yung kinikreate to respond to a particular demand, no, for a particular service, meaning voter's ID, yung driver's license, passport, yun ang mga functional. And or senior citizens ID and so forth and so on. There are 35. So imagine if we don't have a singular national identification, then most of us or many of us will be carrying, sabi nga ni Senator Drilon during the public hearing that we conducted, sobrang kapala ng wallet, hindi nakakasya sa wallet, nagdadala na tayo ng bag because of the IDs.
Can we have order, please? Yes, sir, but if this is not meant to be functional, how can it replace the 35 functional IDs that we have in our wallets?
It is also functional, but it is primarily foundational, Mr. President. It opens up functions.
A foundational. And if we are to state in one sentence or a few sentences, what would be the greatest benefit of this bill that we are going to enact?
The greatest benefit?
Yes, sir.
Dadali yung pag-render ng services ng gobyerno to our countrymen, Mr. President. Yung mga ating mga kababayan, gagaang yung kanilang pakipag-transact ng business with the public sector as well as in the private with the private sector.
Because the system now will make it easy for the government to identify that the person it is dealing with is either a Filipino citizen or a resident alien?
Or indeed the person that they are dealing with. Who he says he is.
Who he says he is. Yes.
Yes. Kaya nga basic nga lang, during my, in my sponsorship speech, di ba, dalawa lang yung tinanong, who are you? And are you who you claim to be? Yun lang ang dalawang important questions na ma-address, then we shall have achieved the purpose of putting up a Philippine identification system.
And how much will the total system cost, sir?
25 billion pesos, Mr. President.
That's what I heard, before 25. And then sa unang taon, bulto na.
2 billion for this year,
So,
and then 6.5 for 2019, and so forth and so on.
so with a 25 billion peso budget for the system, can we say that the system will be procuring state-of-the-art biometrics capturing equipment? Can we say that?
Yes, sir. Malakas yung yes, sir ng PSA.
Oo nga, yun ang aking assumption din. That it, so that since this is state-of-the-art, after we establish the system, can we now discourage the other government agencies from further spending for biometrics capturing systems in their agencies, costing also billions of pesos?
Eventually, that is the purpose, or that is the objective, Mr. President.
So there must be a way now to really, ilagay ko na lang sa quotation mark, share access to the master database. Because if we will now tell the other agencies, stop budgeting for biometrics capturing equipment, because the state-of-the-art one, the most expensive one, the cutting edge, is already available with the PSA. And if they do that, and they say, yes, we will no longer acquire this biometrics capturing equipment, but can we now access that master database in the custody or under the control of the PSA?
That is correct, Mr. President. And in order to, for security purposes, not only to save money, but for security purposes, ito, proprietary technology ito, hindi ito yung, hindi vendor binding. Kasi pagka nagbinigay natin sa private entity ito, then we'll have a lot of problems, as experienced in other countries.
We will leave that to the PSA to determine, but I'm just looking at the amount. With that amount, it must be really the best technology or equipment available.
Yes,
25 billion.
they are swearing to that, Mr. President.
So, okay, so it's good that it will cost this amount, but the savings will, because we will discourage other agencies now from acquiring independently biometrics capturing equipment. So there will be savings. The total cost will not really be 25B.
The 25 billion includes the capacity building, Mr. President.
As well as the actual
Pati yung
capture
lahat,
of the-
communication plan, lahat.
And when we have already the ID, sir, the ID will not reflect the address. The address should not be in the ID, because the address changes.
There, i-update lang ng citizens as needed.
Will it be in the ID?
It is there.
It
It
is
is
there.
there in the ID, Mr. President.
Just think about it, because you know the scenario painted by Senator Recto about transferring, and then you show your field ID when you're about to vote in another area, then the address is different, then it will make life harder instead of easier for the voter using the field ID.
We'll put that under
Yes,
consideration, Mr. President.
So yes, thank you very much, Mr. Sponsor.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
President.
Mr. President. Mr. President, there is one question by Senator Villanueva.
Senator Villanueva.
Is the, I'm posing the question
Yes, the majority
for him.
leader.
Is Smartmatic allowed to enter that biometrics bidding, Mr. President?
Proprietary yan, Mr. President.
Banned yun, banned.
Of,
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to end the period of interpellation, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
We have a 1-minute suspension, Mr.
Session
President.
suspended. Babalik, bababa.